Welcome back, Pokemon trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order. We're here in episode number 75 of our Pokemon X playthrough here on the channel. Before the end of this episode, do not let me forget, there is a place I need to fly back to check on something. Just remind me, fly back, check something. Alright? That's not going to work. This is pre-recorded, but do it anyway. So, we're here in, I think this is called Terminus Cave. We're on our way to Kuraway Town, I think it is? Yeah, we've been to Coumarine already, I think. I said Coumarine last episode. Anyway, we're heading to another town. Professor Sycamore wants to talk to us. He's a little ways away, and I got some explorationing to do. So, we're here in this cave with the leader of the pack right now being, excuse me, our Cantonian Beedrill here, Stinger, sitting at level 49. He is a hasty-natured Pokemon with the Swarm ability. Not holding an item yet. I gotta find some... I have items. I gotta give them some items. I'll do it later. With Cut, U-Turn, Toxic Spikes, and Endure. Next is Seaward, our Unnovan Duat, a rash-natured Pokemon with the Torrent ability. He's got Scald, Grass Knot, X-Scissor, Aqua Jet at level 49, as well as our Roserade Axel from here in Kalos. He is a calm-natured Pokemon. Poison Point is the ability. He's holding the Black Sludge to HP recover during battle. He's got Venoshock, Giga Drain, Stun Spore, and Worry Seed. Next is our Salamence Scales, our flying Pokemon, of course. He is an impish Pokemon with the ability of Intimidate, holding the sharp beak to power that fly attack. He's also got Rock Smash, Zen Headbutt, and Crunch. Next is Irwin, our crunching Crocodile from the Unova region, sitting at level 51. He has a brave nature with a nice ability of Moxie, both being attack boosting type things, holding Dread Plate to power that Crunch with also Dig, Low Sweep, Aerial Ace. Last but not least is the Pokemon that we're hoping to find a certain thing for in this Terminus Cave. Caliburn, our level 52 Doublade. He is a Brave Nature Pokemon. No Guard is the ability with the Eviolite to boost them defenses nicely for any self-destructs from random Wild Graveler. He's got Shadow Sneak, Iron Head, Sacred Sword, Swords Dance, and he also has that nice Ghost typing to deal with self-destruct as well. Haha. Bet you didn't think I caught that, did ya? Now, I can't really see this cave. Like, my eyes are fine after my, appointment the other day. But I can't see. This cave is so dark. Can we use flash? We probably could. Now, I have no clue what we're going to find in here. I forget how big this cave is. Is there a lot to it? I'm starting to think there's a lot to it. I'm hoping that we're going to find a Dusk Stone somewhere in here. Okay. Wonder what the levels are of the wild Pokemon. I'm going to do this, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, logically, Smoke Ball. We're going to give this to Stinger, just so in case we encounter something that we need to get away from, we can run away from it. Now, is there another... I'm thinking, is there like another item that works as a hold item for Revive? Or not Revive, Repel. Is it Cleanse Tag or something like that? I don't remember. Basically, if we're already 5 levels above the wild Pokemon, we will flee in terror. But since we are not, we're going to stick around and fight with not Terror. Fury, I guess, is the opposite for that. So, as I'm recording this is still my my big recording day, let's call it. I should probably heal Caliburn. I'll do it later. I'm keeping an eye on... So here's how the routine is going for the day. I record an episode. This is actually only the second one I've recorded today, so here's how the schedule is supposed to be going. Record an episode, check Pokemon Go, see if there's any raids in the area for legendaries, still to make up for missing the Wednesday raid hour of the last week. Do whatever else I need to do. For example, I finally took a moment to sit down and have my food for the morning. So, some nice eggs again, usually is my go-to. I gotta get some sort of cereal in this house, though. There's something quick, like pour a nice bowl, fuel me up at least a little bit. But sometimes you just don't have the time you need to sit around and make food at the stove. So, bowl of cereal. What is your favorite kind of cereal, everybody? Just random question out there. Throw me some comments down below. Let's talk about breakfast stuff. Mine, I'd say, okay, I am, despite being a, in theory, grown man, I'm a kid. I like the Lucky Charms. I'll say one of my favorite cereals from way back when, I'm pretty sure it's no longer made because I would have seen it by now, I would hope, Pac-Man cereal. Who out there has ever had Pac-Man cereal? If you have, you know what I'm talking about. That was awesome. Lucky Charms is a decent silver medal in that sense. But as far as actual, more, I guess, healthier foodstuffs and such. Shreddies is a good thing, I think. You know, you got your wheat in that. You got... What else do I have? Like, Honeycomb's a good one. Captain Crunch is good. There's so many good cereals. By the way, this is not a sponsored video, product placement, talking about cereal brands. I'm just talking about what I tend to snack on. So, we're going to beat up some trainers in here. Do you have a Dusk Stone? Huh? What are you looking at? I'm going to make you help me work if you lose. If I lose, I'm done. The game's over. Nuzlocke. Oh, by the way, I want to point out, last episode, that inverse battle, technically, I'm going to say we won that. You know why? Because everything was reversed in that. So by me whiting out, I actually won flawless. I'm going to say that's how that makes sense. Just because I feel like it. Alright, Caliburn, get back in here. Deal with this. You're all healed up. You can handle this self-destructing, exploding, whatevers. Can they get Memento? That's another, like, KO yourself move that does something. Oh, you can self-destruct. Check that out. Looks like I chose the right time to switch. What if No Guard made it so that a ghost type could be hit by normal? I mean, we're still steel type, so we would have resisted. But could you imagine if they made that, like, even your typing doesn't protect you against damage? That would be kind of spooky. Especially if you're a ghost type relying on such stuff. Excuse me. Another Graveler, eh? Let's just flinch you out with a nice little iron head. And again, it's kind of... How exactly... There's no head. It's swords. What part is Caliburn hitting with? I don't know. Alright, anyway, Bulldoze. As I said, are you actually going to try a self-destruct? Okay, so that does lower our speed. My knee. My knee! Sometimes it gets like... You know how it's not the best thing, but you know, sometimes when people have to crack their knuckles, I think they say this because there's like air in the joint. My knee gets that sometimes. And it's not painful. It feels uncomfortable. It's like it's a discomfort feeling. A golem. But yeah, I get that on occasion, and yeah, my knee sometimes has to be cracked. Actually, you know what? My other one too. But not yet. Nope, not quite. Can't feel it. What is this? What am I not looking at? Is that Bulldoze again? That was Bulldoze again. That's fine. I can handle that. Ironhead, take it out, please. I didn't think so. Actually, even if it had Sturdy, we wouldn't have taken it out. So, whatever. I mean, even if it didn't have Sturdy, we didn't take it out. Is what I'm trying to say, but we do now. Alright, down goes the Golem. I think it was the first time seeing that in this playthrough. That battle was as good as... That battle was a good sweat. Even a better workout than all this digging. Can you dig it? It's kind of cool that the Pokemon we're trying to find an item for is the one saving us through here. Digging all day, every day. Digging a hole, digging a hole. I tell you what, this job is like a paradise for a Graveler. I would think Diglett would actually prefer it more. If I'm being completely honest with my feelings in here. What I feel inside. So... yeah, like I say, I should get some sort of quick breakfast dealy thing. Cereal is a quick thing for when I guts to be on the move, because, again, today is going to be record. Can I get that? How do I get that? I do this? No. How do I can't see anything in here. It's because, I think the way I have the lighting set up. So I've got a bright window behind me, or behind you, actually, behind the camera, which I find sometimes when the light's coming in, the way that, you know, your eyes are, you know, taking light in, it makes the screen a little bit darker. And, hey, Durant, I've got, like, this big light up here, which I do need to move. I notice sometimes you'll see that I get really shadowed in the eyes, and maybe it doesn't look like... Honest question here. Let me know. How does the lighting look on the webcam? You know, we're in episode 75. I'm only now asking for your feedback in that sense. But let me know, how does it look? While I decide, I think Caliburn's probably our best again. I mean, well, Scales can intimidate. I'm going to go to Scales. We're going to try this. But yeah, episode 75. Is the lighting good? Let me know. I can fix it for the final, like, 5 episodes of the series. Now, again, we're going to be several more episodes than that, I'm pretty sure. I think these can get Hypercutter now that I think about it. They can also get, isn't there hidden ability Truant? Which is not good by any means. Why would you give Truant? Okay, did we even mention this? Up until Gen 5, Steel-type resisted both Dark and Ghost, but they do not anymore in Gen 6, so Crunch will be neutral. Actually, so will Fly. Let's try Fly. Get a little recon on what this Durant could have against us, too. Wasting my times. Alright. Too bad I don't have Earthquake. We don't even have an Earthquake TM, do we? Alright, let's just go crunch. See how much we can do here. Come on, let's do a decent amount. Do about half. I would like that. That ain't half. Iron Head. I was worried you might have a steel attack, but okay. Thanks to Intimidate, we are okay. Let's keep up the crunching. I'm not going to try Fly, because they're just going to dig. But I was talking about lighting. Oh, so I probably had a point to say it's gone. I want to mention, after my appointment on Thursday, my eye appointment, they chose the, I'm going to do the air quotes, best possible day to have an eye appointment for me, because it was so bright and sunny, like not a cloud in the sky. The sun was just beaming down. Going into the office, totally fine, no problem. Coming out of the office, my pupils, if you look on my Instagram, my pupils were like, you know, dilated so big. So much sunlight was coming in. Do we need to heal? Well, what I'm going to do, actually, is my mouse. There we go. I got to switch over to here, and I'm going to grab the smoke ball, because I want to put Seaward up in front, because he needs another level right now. And then Axel. But I think Axel will probably keep the black sludge on. Okay, we found a heat rock, so there are rocks in here. I believe heat rock lets you have a longer duration for sunny day when you use it. And I believe, is that only when you actually use the attack for sunny day, or can you, if you have like drought, does drought get extended with that? I don't know. We're gonna fight on a bridge? Who fights on a bridge? Oh, 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 Merry Christmas, oh, 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 I dropped my book while I was running across. You see, it was the unabridged version. Oh, oh, oh. If you're gonna watch a version of anything, watch the abridged version. Let me tell you that. If you don't know Dragon Ball Z, watch abridged. You'll get the idea. And you'll have a lot of laughs along the way. Alright, if I recall correctly, these Pokemon cannot get sturdy. What do they get? I know they get Lightning Rod. Pretty sure they can't have sturdy. I'm going to go for the Scald. Can you do the C-word? Can you one-hit KO? Looks like you can. Alright, good stuff. I always think they can get sturdy, but I remember looking at it. I think they get Rock Head or Lightning Rod. Sturdy might be a hidden ability. I'm not sure. Let me know. Again, I'm going to keep asking for comments. In the comments, let me know. Was that a risk? And can they have sturdy as a standard ability? I do not know. One of these days, I'm going to get in trouble for all of these dumb jokes. I guess I'll cross that bridge when I get there. Oh, oh, oh. Merry whatevers. Oh, I hear something from above. Listen. Didn't I? Yes, I... No? Is there something above? I can't even see shadows here. It's Rocky! It's my Sandslash! I think... Yeah, level 46. So we can go to level 51 based off what we're seeing here. And let's hope that we have the powers needed to scald our way through. Remember in Sun and Moon, picking up, I think the Scald TM was near the... What is that? There's what I saw. The water trial. I think if you take a path off to the side, you could get yourself the Scald TM really early in the game, too. That was crazy. Now, do I want to risk you staying in on this? Because this could have some decent power. You're considering, too, are you a C-word? Good stuff, man. He's what should I do? Okay, let's try... I think Stinger, maybe? Yeah, let's go Stinger. We rarely switch him in on something. We've only had him a couple episodes thus far, but in the past, he's rarely been a switch in. I think now's the time. Again, it's too bad we can't get his Mega Stone in this game. It's not till the 3rd gen remakes that his Mega Stone becomes a thing. Okay, maybe this is not the best switch in. I should take a look, see if there's any better moves. Like, what does he have right now? U-turn. That's going to be resisted. But let's do it right now. I'm going to try it. This is going to be quicker than us now. Pin Missile. We resist. Yeah, it's doing 11, was that? Okay. Nope, it's doing 9. And they only got 2 hits. Okay. Thank you for at least showing us that the computer can do that as well. Remember when I lost Springer? I remember. Like it was yesterday. Okay, so I guess might as well do an Intimidate, since we have a free switch in now with our U-turn. Let's do that. Anyway, so I was talking about when I left the doctor's office. So, I left the doctor's office, and Let's fly. Stepping out with the pupil so wide, the moment I even looked away from the shade, because like so the shadow of the building, like the sun was behind it, the shade was in front, but as soon as I looked out past that, I could not see a thing. Glare like crazy. So I had to walk down the street a little bit to go to where my ride was waiting to pick me up, and I'm walking, I'm squinting this one eye, not squinting, I'm closing this eye, and I'm doing like binoculars. I had to like put the minimal amount of I didn't need to do that one, but I still did. But I needed the minimal amount of light to come in for me to even be able to see where I was going. Boy, it's been forever since I've had, you know, something like that. I guess it's been quite a while since I've been to like a... No, I recently was at the eye doctor to get the referral for that. Anywho, it was a scene. Okay. I'm getting a little turned around here. I think this is the wrong way to go. No, this was absolutely not. Did you see that hiker on top of the bridge? He'd been running back and forth like that for the last couple of days. I wonder if he's alright. He's just working on his jokes, I guess. I mean, hopefully he's taking time to eat. Bergen, taking time to eat burgers. We got a Boldor. Now, these can get sturdy. I should actually have swapped out Seaward, because he's already got to the proper level. Now, I think these can also blow up, so I'm going to go ahead and go into our defensive ghostly shield here, which, again, we don't yet have a shield for. Do I have a Dusk Stone? I've checked, haven't I? You'd think I would have had one by now. I'm just assuming that this will have a Dusk Stone in here because of it's dark. So, that's the only reason for assuming that. There is the sturdy. I will say, though, having just switched out of our Scalding Duat there, quite often in Gen 5, I found I would stay in on things like Boldor and Roggenrola. Scald would bring them down to sturdy, but I would also get the burn, so that was pretty cool. How it's like, still, it's technically 1 PP, knocked it out. I wasn't upset with that. We got us a Steelix. So this could have ground moves, but again, its attack stat is not crazy great. It is better than Onyx, of course, but it's more on the defensive side. Let's see. Sacred Sword. Doing a decent amount. Almost a 2-hit KO. Iron Tail dropping my defense. No, it is not. Alrighty. So, another Sacred Swords and Shadow Sneak will be the way to go. Unless this happens. Nope. No, what would you call it? High roll on that one. So, we're going for the dig. This is where King's Shield would have been great. But, of course, we do have a complete immunity with Scales. Although, the Stealth Rocks are up now that I'm thinking about it. So, we're going to take a little damage on the switch-in. That ain't great. Wait, it actually... Intimidate still works while they're underground? I like that. Rock Smash, I think, should be the KO. Okay, and if we need to, we can switch back out. But I gotta be careful to keep in mind Stealth Rocks. It's amazing how such a competitively viable attack of Stealth Rock, you don't really see it in-game that much. So, it kind of slips your mind. You're not expecting. But we're fine. That was his only last Pokemon. Cool. Come to think of it, I've been standing here in the same spot for the last couple of days, too. They're addressing the fact that they themselves are self-aware enough to know that I've been standing here for days. Why have I been waiting here? Valid question. Never really answered. Don't worry about that hiker on the bridge. You can go on ahead. I'll be sure to stick around and keep an eye on him. That is good/inconsequential because I wasn't worried regardless, and I was going to leave no matter what. But I guess for anyone who might have been concerned, thank you for alleviating our concerns as such. All right, what are you Excuse me. What are you guarding? You were blocking something back here. I know it. There's got to be something. There's some hoppy ledges, but I think those take me back to where I found the Heat Rock. I still haven't switched out Seaward. We got to get Axel in the lead. So let's just back out for now, I think. Would Axel even be doing good against those? I'm still going to lead him. I can switch him out for a different Pokemon in battle to get ourselves the proper experience spread across the team. But yeah, I think this backtracks us. So there is another way. I can look at this monitor, though. It's a little bit brighter. I've got the 2-monitor setup here. I'm going to be looking back and forth a lot from here on out, now that I'm thinking about it. Like I said, this monitor here, it looks brighter because, as I said, now let's switch. Let's get some experience. Come on, let's caliber. Let's caliburn through this thing. Although we know it has dig, which ain't great, but we can handle it. But yeah, where the light from the window darkens this monitor, we've got this monitor you can't even see. Technically, to be completely honest with everybody out there, you can't even see the monitor I'm looking at right now, because the webcam is on it. Alright, there's that dig attack. No guard lets us do that? Okay. Now, we should be able to handle the damage from dig. Is that famous last words? No, they are not. Not that famous yet. Alright, okay, why did I not remember that? I knew that because I've been hit by, say, Wild Machoke with their, say, Karate Chop when my Pokemon's using Fly. Why did I find that surprising? I should have known. I call myself a professor. I get a critical Shadow Sneak. That's fine and well and good. Okay, no level up there. But yeah, I think if we hit level 51, that's where it looked like things are going to balance out level-wise against the wild species in this cave. But I want to find that Dusk Stone. We've only got a few minutes left in this episode, and I got to check Pokemon Go for more legendary raids. Okay, I'm checking the brighter screen. I'm getting attacked. There is an item up there. That could be the stone that we're looking for. We got an Arados. What did this thing have earlier? Pin Missile. So, Axel's not the greatest matchup here. We're going to have to go ahead and want to switch. I'm going to say Scales. The reason I say Scales is because it's one less syllable than Irwin. You know, it's funny. I guess we'll talk about syllables just for a second here, because we're almost done. I gotta fill up another few minutes with random commentary. Sucker Punch. I was not a fan of Sucker Punch for the longest time. Now, a friend of mine one time, she said her and her father would play this game where it's like, you would say 2 words that rhyme, and you would basically... The example I gave was a cheap... What is it? A cheap supper, I think, was it. Was like the code word, and you have to think of 2 words with the same number of syllables that you tell, and think, what does that mean? Escape rope. So say like cheap supper, discount supper, whatever it was 2 syllables. So my friend was like, hungry something, or so she's trying to think of like 2-syllable word that you could rhyme with another word to make that riddle kind of thing. So in the end, she couldn't figure it out. So she asked her dad, what is it then? I don't know. And he says, it's a meal deal. And she got right upset. She's like, meal is 1 syllable. Deal is 1 syllable. He's like, no, it's meal deal. So no wonder she didn't get it. I side with her. I feel like meal and deal are 1 syllable. Pretty sure if you looked it up in dictionary.com or encyclopedia.britannica, you would see the exact same thing. It's a 1-syllable word. We just leveled up. But I think we'll keep Axel out for now because, if I'm not mistaken, we are all at level 50 at the lowest, so he can level up once more. Alright, we're getting lost here in Terminus Cave. I don't like the look of this Durant. What level are we seeing here? 46. We still technically need to take this out to get the experience. So I actually want to just move on. We're just going to leave you there, Durant. I like Durant. Durant's one of my... as far as Gen 5 goes, as I've said before, I was not a big fan of Gen 5 in general, but some of the species did grow on me, and Durant was one of them. I do like the look of Durant. Okay, so... where do we go from here? Hello. You can blow up. I feel like I should run from you as well. Technically, I could bring in the Blade once again. I don't want him to get too high of a level, though, because then it's not fun. I do know the last gym we will get our badge from, our final badge, is Ice-type. And if I... Can I go here? I got a Horde battle. If I have a very overpowered Steel type, then that's not going to be great. We got Geodudes. I don't have Surf on my team. So, That's going to take way too long. We're going to actually leave the Horde encounter. Can you imagine if we actually get to see a shiny in a Horde battle like this, though? That'll be pretty nice. That's going to be it for today, I think. We're good. I've got some more exploring to do in the next episode to find that Dusk Stone, wherever it may be hidden. I would say don't let me know if there is one or isn't one in this cave, because for one thing, by the time this video goes live and I see your responses, I probably will have already recorded completing the cave, so it won't even matter. But for the time being, that's going to wrap things up for today's episode of Pokemon X. Thank you folks for checking this episode. Why am I messing up my words? Thank you folks for checking this episode out. If you enjoyed it, of course, feel free to click that like button down below. If you want to see some more Pokemon X content, we have the entire playlist linked in the description, which you can go check out. And feel free to share this video or that playlist or anything else on the channel across your social medias. You can also check me out on Twitter and Instagram. Both are also linked in the description. And if you want to subscribe for some more content, feel free to do so. Click that bell button next to the subscribe button to get notifications when new videos and such are coming your way. And if you would like to join the channel as a channel sponsor to help support my adventures through the worlds of Pokemon, click join, check out what perks are available at our 2 tiers that are currently set up, and see which one you may be interested in joining up at. That is done for the day. Thank you folks again for watching. Professor Chaz is signing off, and I'll catch you next time.